He can't even hear me. Oh, my hair is dripping on me. Jaden, you heard me? I'm going live on YouTube, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I was supposed to do something before. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Should have did that earlier. I forgot. I have too many tabs open. That's what it is, I think. Okay, if y'all here, y'all gotta say something. You can't just sit here looking at me. I mean, you could, but that would be kind of weird. I need to close some of these tabs on my laptop, I think. Oh, hi. How are you? I'm good. Feeling great. Just had a relaxing shower. I'm feeling amazing. How are you? Think I should have got something to drink. I feel like my stuff is coming in slower. I need to start one of those pages where I charge people to look at me since people like to come on here and just stare. Revenue, honey, revenue. Uh, about to get ready and have a little bite to eat and watch TV, but then I saw you come on. Have not chit chatted with you in a while. No, I haven't. I have been gone for a good while. Actually, I hadn't even been watching YouTube like at all. So I have a lot of videos I need to catch up on too from other people's channels as well. Now I was rushing, like I did everything. I washed my hair, I took a shower, like I did a clay mask in my hair before I came on here. And I managed to do all that and still get on here. So I'm proud of myself. Pat on the back. Hey Cindy, how are you? I know it's been a long time, right? Since everybody's been on there. I'm for real, man. I was struggling. I was in the kitchen, like pouring the stuff in and getting everything together. My hair is literally dripping on me now, but it's okay. The Truth 901. Nah, I smell like amber. Amber and shea butter. But I am gonna try to do a hygiene haul for you guys as well coming up. I don't know why, but I did go to Walmart and then I made a purchase on Walmart.com and Target.com for some new like body care products. So I'm gonna share that with y'all soon once my orders come in. Hopefully, I should have everything by Monday the 15th. She said she finally. Oh, okay. I feel like the comments come in faster on my phone than they do on my laptop. I don't know why, but you finally caught a live. It's been a minute. Oh, yep. Well, I hadn't done any lives for the most part. In the beginning, I was kind of doing them kind of consistently on Tuesdays, but I don't know. I mean, I would go live every day. You know, it's fine with me as long as I was available and y'all were interested. I don't care. It's all good with me. You know, I just wanted to give y'all a break. That's the whole point. This is, you know, for y'all to be able to interact with me without just seeing the video. But yeah, down here, hold up. Oh, this head kind of heavy, but oh my gosh. Ugh. So like this bag, all of this is some body care items that I just found. So, you know, we're gonna get it together. I mean, I figure, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not going anywhere. So while I'm in the house, I figured, you know, we might as well make everything as pleasurable as possible, including, you know, our showers and all that. So I guess I'm gonna just walk around the house, you know, smelling good. You know, you gotta take care of your skin. You can't be walking around all crusty and busted. Plus, I've also been busy with like school stuff for the boys and everything. Trying to do virtual learning during the pandemic has been fine, but doing like college stuff during the pandemic, I mean, it's not that it's been hard, but it's interesting. Big babe. The smell of the house after the shower is the best scent. Oh, yes. Oh, I love reusable shopping bags. I have a bunch. I have some from TJ Maxx, some from Marshalls. I have some from Trader Joe's. Like I have an Aldi one. So yeah, I love my reusable bags. I use them everywhere. And if you didn't know, when you go to Target, if you use a reusable bag, they take 5 cents off for every bag you use. Yeah, that's just a little bit. I actually have a decent amount, I would say, of fragrances and stuff, but these are more like the body wash, the lotion, and then the fragrance mist to go with it. You know, we're trying to layer out here. Let me get off my phone. Maybe if I do that, the notifications will pop up faster on here. You said I washed my hair last week and it was great. I love wash day. Oh, I don't love wash day. Not to mention I do my older son's hair as well, and his hair is longer than mine. So, child, it's a struggle, and I have small hands, so it's a lot trying to do all that. Yes. Yeah, I figured, you know, we might as well. I wanted to try some new, like the new OGX body washes, so I ordered some of those. I love the Tree Hut like sugar scrubs and body butters, but for some reason that's become more popular now. I guess because of like TikTok and other social media platforms. But I was using the body butter stuff a long time ago, to the point that the scent that I like to use is the one no one can really find now, which is the almond and honey. You tried the freezer bags. Let me some money. It says, have you tried the freezer bags to keep the food cold? What? I have water dripping down my neck. Freezer bags. To keep what food cold? Did I miss something? Yeah, and lifestyle with Lisa, I've kind of been behind the game when it comes to like taking care of my hair like I should. So I'm trying to get my life together. I feel like, if you feel good, you're more productive, so you might as well. Oh, the reusable. Okay, the reusable totes. But they're made out of mylar. No. So yes, I do have some bags that are insulated. So for instance, my Aldi bag is insulated. I have a Trader Joe's bag that's insulated. And then I have like an off-brand. I think, well, actually, it might be Igloo, but that one is also insulated. I've never had a problem with anything, but I didn't know they had. I haven't gotten anything, I don't think, from Walmart. Jaden, can you bring mommy that bag, please? Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, like, yeah, this one is the Igloo brand. And ironically, there's a Walmart bag in it. But yeah, so this is what the inside of the bag looks like. And I mean, I never had problems with my stuff, the frosting or not being okay. But I guess it's because I really pack everything in. I'm real meticulous as to how I pack the bags. And then I'm never usually more than 20 minutes or so away. But even on the very, very rare occasion that I might have made an extra stop, pushing my luck, I've still been pretty good, even with having like ice cream sandwiches or something like that. And plus, I heard some stores were going to start getting rid of plastic bags anyway. At least I think I read that somewhere. So I don't know. I guess I'll just be ahead of the game. But I personally like using the bags, even if I don't have the freezer ones or a frozen item. I like using it because it just consolidates it and it makes it easier for us to like bring it in the house. Then we don't have to take so many trips back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. That one's definitely better than the Walmart one. I feel like I buy less with my totes. I mean, so like this bag that I showed you, this one is where did I get this one from? Oh, I got this one from Five Below actually. And then where's the other ones? Oh, I have one. I have like a Christmas one. I put the boys' Christmas gifts in it. I had two that I had from Five Below, so I put their like Christmas stuff in it, and I use those as well for stuff. So I have bags of like all different sizes. So that way, if I just need to drop like a couple loaves of bread in, I have one for that to keep it separate. I have really big ones. I have small ones, medium, all different fabrics. Because I mean, I shop at Aldi, so it kind of goes without saying, like I'm not paying for their bags every time I go, so I just go ahead and use mine. So how has the weather and the stores been where you guys are? Because right now in my state, I mean, it's snow somewhere, but not where I am. Turn around ordering more natural hair products. It's the products I love. Also, I'm trying some new ones, all products, of course. Yeah, a lot of people have been trying to support more Black businesses when it comes to stuff. To each their own. I mean, if you can find something that's good and actually works and get good customer service, why not? The problem is, people can't want you to support their brands and their companies and then they're not providing good customer service, because I don't care what color you are. If your customer service is bad, your customer service is bad, and I'm taking my money elsewhere. I still haven't I don't know if I can't say I found any one particular product that I really like. I kind of just use what I have. I mean, I have certain stuff that I use that both my sons use that are all different because we all have different hair. But those natural hair products, they add up though. It's 19 degrees here in Oklahoma. It's supposed to get down to 3 degrees Monday. Oh my gosh. I've never seen it get this cold here this time of year. It's normal 18 degrees. 18 degrees, that's still cold. I mean, but 3, yeah, but 18, sheesh. That's serious. Yeah, so one part of my state, they got about 10 inches of snow. Whereas they kept saying, oh, it's gonna snow, it's gonna snow, it's gonna snow. And then it's like I look out my window like, where is it? I mean, not that I wanted it, but I'm like, y'all said it was gonna snow. Like, where is it? Why is my laptop blowing? Okay, what is my phone doing? Okay, there we go. So much easier when you're bringing your food in the house. Yeah, they do. Absolutely. And with using the reusable bags, it also helps you to realize how many bags we waste. Like when we go to the store, how much plastic unnecessarily we're wasting because of how they pack the groceries. It's cold. It's normally 48 right now, so I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Right now, So right now mine says 37, feels like 34. So yeah. But it says we're supposed to get snow, a mix of snow and rain showers, but again, it'll probably just rain and that'll be that. That'll probably be that. I mean, it's not that I'm going anywhere that I really care, I guess, if it snows, but I just don't want it to snow. Hey, Mama's Touch, how you doing, girl? I know it's snowing up there where you are in New York, you said, and y'all can keep it up there. I don't want nothing down here. It came to like the west of where I live, I think, but it hasn't hit us yet, and I'm good with that. Every day they say it's going to snow, it doesn't snow here, specifically where I'm at. So I'm like, yes. I'm just ready for time to move forward and keep it pushing. Yeah, all y'all, New York, New Jersey, wherever, all y'all keep that. Oklahoma, don't send none of it my way. And it's so funny because if we weren't doing virtual learning and I actually had to drive one of them to school, it would have snowed. All these years when we had to drive, there was the snow. Now that I get to stay home, boom, nothing. But the customer service and her attitude is horrible. Yeah, exactly. And so that's what a lot of people said. They were tired of doing it. It's like they were trying to support, certain businesses, but nobody wants to support somebody who blatantly is rude to them. Like, obviously, we don't know everybody's opinion and mindset on every single thing they do, but we know what we see. And if what we see is something we don't like, then why would we want to spend our money? It's like you work hard for your money. I'm just ready for everything to be done so that way we can go ahead and get everything together, get everybody can start traveling again and things like that. Even as far as like the college kids, like how some of the schools have the travel abroad programs, it would be nice if they could do that. But with everything going on with COVID, who knows what's going to happen? I should have brought a towel. Mm-mm-mm. So Mama's Touch, we were talking about, well, a variety of things, but one thing was I have some hygiene items that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. So I'm gonna do like a hygiene haul of like matching sets, like body washes, scrubs, fragrances, body lotions, just stuff like that. Um, and then yeah, we were talking about natural hair products and companies with bad customer service, things like that. Nothing in particular. Yes, they do add up. Yeah, they always have the little banners that pop up as soon as you go on the websites for every website, no matter what they sell. So yeah. Yeah, I was showing them my heavy bag. It's like about that size, but it has some products in it. And then I have some online orders that I've placed that I'm waiting to come in. We on the topic only came up because I was telling them I had just got out the shower and I had washed my hair. So like my hair is like dripping. That's why I keep going like this. So what have y'all been watching on Netflix? Like, do y'all have any Netflix or Hulu recommendations? Which natural hair products you like? Um, what did I use today? Oh, well, today I actually did an Aztec clay mask. Hold on, I think I have an extra one in here. Ugh. Let me see. What is it? Oh, okay, here we go. I'm like, I know I bought two of them. So today, I use this with some apple cider vinegar with the mother, and then for my deep conditioner, it was just like this protein treatment, and then I mixed it with like this banana conditioner I had got from Burlington that was on clearance, just something random I found. And then what did I put on it? Oh, I used the Palmer's leave-in conditioner and some the infused oil that I showed you guys that I have in the mason jar. And so that's all I have on my hair at the moment. So yeah, because I don't really care. This is about as good as it's gonna get. I do have with products, with brands. I have Shea Moisture products. I have the Main Choice products. I have some Aunt Jackie's products. I don't think I have Carol Daughter products anymore. I think when I first started going natural, I had some, but I don't use them anymore. And who else do I have? I'm trying to think if there's any other specific brands. Just the oil that I use that I made myself that I infused. Hold on. So just this right now, just the oil. Like I infused some oil with some different herbs and stuff that I had showed you guys before, and then I just transferred it into this bottle to make it easier to use. So that's what I have on right now in my hair. I do have some shea butter that I bought, some raw shea butter, but I think I'm gonna probably end up using that more so for body than for my hair. Quite frankly, I was actually considering cutting my hair, and like I said before, if I had known we were gonna be stuck in the house all these months, like I would have cut my hair back in March and just started over. Yeah, this was my first time making it. I don't even know when I did this. It was like probably in July, I would say June or July, because I know it was hot when I started using it. Oh, and then I also use aloe vera juice. Yeah, as like a moisturizer. So earlier, what I did, I just put some not apple cider, some aloe vera juice in a spray bottle, and I just sprayed my hair to wet it each section, and then I applied the mask on my hair, and then I just put the rest on my face just so I didn't waste it. And that was pretty much it. I mean, it's a work in progress, you know, whether natural now or when I had permed hair, like I have fine hair. So at the end of the day, certain products, they weigh my hair down, which sometimes can be a good thing and sometimes not so much. Like when my hair is like this, it's in its like shrunken state. So it'll be up here. But then if I blow dry it, it's like out here. So who knows? It's a work in progress. At this point, like I said, if I had known back in March what I know now, I would have just chopped it off and it would have been this long. So hold up, Mama's Touch. How old are your kids? Don't you have children? I thought I saw somebody in the video for I think it was New Year's when you went live. Do you have any kids that's like school age still? They all in college. Oh, okay. Oh, so then you know what that struggle is like. Because that's where we're at. That's the process we're at right now, is the whole applications and all that good stuff. So based off where they are for college, are they able to live on campus or are they still at home doing virtual learning? My daughter lives off campus at Buffalo. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what we've been doing, trying to figure out this whole process with school and everything. And I've just been watching a lot of videos on YouTube for that purpose, even though I haven't caught up on anyone's regular videos. But I've been looking at like dorm tours and like move-in day videos just to kind of get an idea of what kind of stuff like they might need or he might need for when he goes. My boys are here in the city, mama's boys. I know that's right. Yeah, mine, he was cool. He applied to schools outside of our state. Um, he actually applied, I think, lastly to schools in our state. Because I told him, I said, even though you're okay with going out of state, and I'm okay with it, I'm like, you still need to have, a backup. But as it turns out, I don't know. We're gonna see what's gonna go on once we get all the information. But so far, so good. Are they letting freshmen on campus? I don't know just yet. From what I've seen in the videos, people 5 months ago that posted videos, they were able. Some of them were, some of them weren't. I heard that in some cases they were letting freshmen on, or if you lived like I think it was 150 miles or more away from the school that they allowed you to come. I guess since you're paying for room and board and all of that, because a lot of people are unhappy about the fact that they pay for out of state tuition and their kids are still living at home doing virtual learning, but they're paying for a dorm room they've never even been in. My daughter said it's only online classes. Yeah, exactly. So some schools are doing hybrid where they might majority have online classes, but they might have like every now and then they have to go in for a class. I guess it depends on like if it's like a lab or something like that that requires them to be in class. I don't know. I guess it varies by major. I know some schools it was where the parent could help you drop your stuff off, but they had to leave or they gave you an hour. So I don't know. They will refund back for room and board. Let's hope so. Because people are highly upset about it. And even people who live in the same state as their school who weren't able to go. I know there's people in my state that they couldn't go. It was a cashier at the grocery store telling me that her son went to a college here in state and that he wasn't happy because he was at home doing virtual learning. So it's a different type of situation, that's for sure. Oh, my order shipped. Yay. So we're just trying to figure out everything right now. You know, I went in the military, so I didn't do this. So I don't know. It's called a COVID relief fund. Okay. Well, I know some of the schools I saw, it was saying that they were having issues with housing. Like their schools are kind of overcrowded because they keep accepting people, but they don't really have the place to put them. So I don't know. It's kind of bad right now. And then you have a lot of people who are debating about whether, you know, your child should go to a HBCU or a PWI. And I'm just like, huh, it's so hard to get people to understand everybody's situation is not the same. So you have to do what works for you, unless, you know, the people who have something to say are going to contribute to the bills. Hopefully one day HBCUs will get more funding and things like that. But until then, you know, what can you do? I mean, I know there's people who go to HBCUs who still have a white professor or a professor that's not African American. So my thing is, I don't know, to each their own. You know, I just feel like I want my child to go somewhere where they're going to be happy. There's going to be good and bad no matter where you go. So you just have to go and find out. There's kids who go to a HBCU and still transfer out to another one or a different type of school. So I don't know. Also, it also depends on your major. You know, you might not have a school nearby you where your major is taught to the level you want it to be for what you're paying for at a HBCU near you, or even a PWI near you. You might need to go out of state, or, you know, you just have different variables. And then if you're an athlete, entering college is a whole different ball game than just entering college on the normal application and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like our situation has been pretty good. I was definitely surprised. I know that's right. I know that's right. I mean, I can see that, you know, wanting to go to HU. A lot of people do, but again, it's like you also have to remember where it's at and what you're gonna be surrounded by. Because I have a friend whose cousin went to HU and she ended up transferring because a bullet came flying through her room. The reality is people forget that Howard is in DC. Like, hello. So no matter what good things are going on inside the buildings, the facilities, the, you know, the professors, at the end of the day, it don't matter if other stuff around you is not contributing to a good, you know, experience. Nobody's trying to die to go to college. And somebody actually said that they feel like Howard is debatable now as far as an HBCU. They feel like somebody said they feel Howard is borderline PWI. And I guess it's not even so much that it's more people that's not African American coming in that are Caucasian, but there's people from all over the place that come there, Middle Eastern, Asian, everything. They have a lot of international students as well. So because of where they're located. I mean, it would be definitely good for like internship opportunities. If you were trying to get an intern at like the Capitol building or something like that, if you were a political science major, but I'm not trying to die. not just to go. Me personally, I don't care. It never even occurred to me, one or the other. I was just thinking college. So it wasn't until other people started saying stuff about it that it even registered. It was like, oh, well, where's he going? Or do you care? At first, it was just, is he going to go out of state? Are you okay with that? And I'm just like, whatever he wants to do is fine as long as we can figure out a way to pay for it. I want him to have a good experience because he's the one that has to be there. So if you're paying all this money, who wants their kid to be somewhere that they're going to be miserable? And then, still expect them to perform well. Like, it just doesn't work that way. I don't know. Am I lagging? Yeah, I just feel like, when your kid starts college, they've been on the planet almost 2 decades. Like, if you Black, just be proud. Like, why you got to go somewhere specific for that to happen? Because the reality is, when you go to your job every day, most people aren't going to look like you. So you might as well get comfortable with it now. And that way you don't feel that every time somebody goes against something you say, or there's some type of conflict, that the only reason it exists is because, oh, we're different, races or whatever. You have to go there, so pick what you want. Exactly. That's why we're where we are now, as far as high schools. Both my boys, they got to pick the high school they wanted, even though their experiences are so much different. Are you still prepping? Me, not really. Not really, because I feel like I did my job. Lisa, are you still prepping? Mama Touch, I know you prepping. I'm ready for COVID to be over so I can come to your house. I slow down too. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this. At the end of the day, if you did your job right with prepping, then you shouldn't have to go so frequently to do it. That's just my opinion. I had to do it because I started late, and I started late at a time where I happened to have the funds to do it, and normally I would not. And then not only that, but I had 3 people to prep for, plus 2 pets. So that's why. This is his last year in school. We are excited. We just want the diploma so we can run. We not worry about prom, after prom, cap or gown, nothing. I know that's right. We just never thought this senior year would be like this, but we are still blessed. He's still an honorable student, and we're ready to go to the next stage. I know that's right. I mean, I feel the same way. Yeah, there's so many different things that we would have loved to have finished out strongly with this year, and that would have helped us as far as college as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're alive. That's all that matters. I mean, Mama Touch, I don't know why you laughing. I'm just saying, like, I like posting my videos because I love the interaction I get between all of us. However, I don't want to keep posting certain things when realistically I'm not about to go buy stuff just to be posting a video. Like, I'm not going to do that. And that's why I said I wanted to do a variety of different things, because nobody has money to be doing. I mean, maybe somebody does, but most people are in debt anyway. Credit card debt, all of that. So whatever you're doing with your situation is great. If you're older than me and you're retired, great. Maybe you can do that. If you're younger than me, if you have a significant other to help you, whatever your case may be, that ain't my situation. And we trying to pay for college soon. So I can't sit here and keep going out buying this and buying that and buying that. It's like, if you still buying stuff, where did everything else go? It's like, it ain't even that many of you eating it. And if you was buying based off the amount of people you had, and then after that you still were buying stuff little by little, you shouldn't have to have massive hauls every freaking time that you show something. It's like, then maybe you weren't buying the right stuff. I don't know. Like in my video, I said that when I've gone to the store, it's because it was stuff we just wanted. The boys were like, oh, I don't need anything. Like, I'm good. Like, my deep freezer is still full. That deep freezer is still full. We play Jenga up in here. If we just buy one box of shrimp and one box of spring rolls, just trying to get it in the freezer. My son had this whole thing mapped out. He wanted to do, since junior high school, he wants to go and do what he want to do. I like having the food in case of emergency and to have things without going out every week, but I need my space. Yeah, that's true. So does your son know what he wants to major in, Lisa? Yeah, Mama says I needed a break. Like, the reality is we was parents before. Food falling out the freezer. Hello, playing straight up Jenga. Like, should I take this out? Should I put this back in? Like, you got to put everything right back in the same way that you took it out. Nobody has time for that. My thing is, if you look in here, it's corn, there's broccoli, there's vacuum sealed pork chops, steak, chicken legs, chicken thighs, chicken breast. There's some frozen sausage that was cooked and then vacuum sealed, and then some that was already frozen that's in there. There's like cheese, stuff like that. And then in my other one, I have like all my ground beef. Oh, there's like steaks in there too. And then all my ground beef. I just ate a steak for the first time when I posted, when you saw my post. And you know, I vacuum sealed that steak a long time ago. So we've been just buying little stuff here and there that we just kind of want, because normally we don't get to eat like that. Normally my son trains, for track, and he actually wants to gain weight. So that's why we've been kind of changing how we're eating, because he's one of the few people in America, honey, that want to gain weight versus lose weight. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's this big YouTuber on here, and she had people saying something to her about how she wasn't relatable anymore. And somebody in her comments said, well, the fact that she's doing bigger and better now says that the thing she gave us as advice was working, which is why I would want to do it, because I see that it's working for her. My thing is, if I went out and did all that prep where I was posting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if I'm posting 3 videos a week of food, and then I'm still having to post the same big bulky amounts of food, like, what we doing? We ain't eating that much over here. We just not. Like, we eat, but I don't even eat 3 times a day. If I'm being honest, I just don't. It's not purposely. It's just, I'm a mom. I'm busy. I've adapted. I'm in the house. So it's like, we're not going through stuff super fast. And my canned goods, I'm going to keep for last anyway. Like, the boys have been going through the soup. I haven't bought ramen in I don't know how long. We still have tons of like the oatmeal, because my little son's the only one who eats the instant oatmeal. So he still has like 7 boxes that's still left. I don't cook every day. Girl, cook every day, honey. I don't even get out the bed. Okay, who's cooking what? I'm sitting in the bed watching college videos. I'm not cooking nothing. So when y'all see that little bit that I do cook, I'm just saying, my kids, they not babies. They can cook for themselves. Again, another example saying that I'm doing my job. If they can prepare food for themselves, if they can do certain stuff, then that means I'm teaching them skills. I don't want them to go out of the house and then they don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to do basic stuff. I don't know. Like I tell my kids, I don't like to be a hypocrite. So I don't want you to be that lame dude that when you grow up and somebody try and date you, like, dang, your mother ain't teach you nothing. But to each their own. I mean, I love cooking for them. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't do it anymore. Life has changed. Yep, exactly, Mama Such. Like, life has changed. Attitudes have changed. Like, the boys want simple, quick stuff because they have virtual learning. They have little breaks in between class that they might decide they want to eat if they have like 2 periods free or something like that. So when you see us buy any type of sweets or candy or anything like that, usually that means I'm about to cook, because it means we're going to all sit down and we're going to watch a movie, and we're going to watch like maybe a couple movies or a couple episodes of a show. And so we're going to sit down and snack. Here's the thing. All that crap is still in the bin. We haven't even ate it. It was just when I was watching, who was it? Alaska Prepper, I think it was. He was talking about how, we still need to have certain things like candy and all that. So I was like, okay, cool. But as you see, we're still able to go to the store. Everybody made us feel like we were about to die, okay? Like it was about to be Z Nation, The Walking Dead outside. And that's really not what's going on right now. I'm not saying things have not changed, but I'm still able to leave my house and go to the store. She said I want to sky high. Hey, well, honey, if you got it, go ahead. Do you? I mean, you see, I still post my little hauls here and there. So, I mean, I am still buying things, but I just don't always post everything that I buy because some of it is just like, it's no point. I just needed little stuff here and there. Like I'm not buying, certain items. Like I literally go to the store now because I'm buying eggs or I need to get a couple loaves of bread, because realistically, I don't have to go for milk because y'all see, I have shelf stable milk that I showed y'all in the video. So it's like if milk was the only reason I had to go to the store, I could just be like, well, just go get it out the closet, which I told them recently to start using that. I was preparing for a shortage. Exactly. I was preparing for a shortage. And now there ain't one over here. There's one in the world, but it ain't one right here because we're still pretty good. Like my little basket, they had like all my extra stuff, like extra virgin olive oil, sesame oil, cooking wines, all that. That whole basket is still full, honey. All the little spices and herbs. We've opened maybe 2. I did use that, what was it called? That orange pepper. I did use that when I made the salmon. That's about it. How's that milk? Does it taste good? The boy said the milk was fine. I'm not a milk person and neither is my little son. So like we're not about to drink a couple milk. But as far as eating it in his cereal or making smoothies, he said it was fine. Like they're not picky when it comes to certain stuff. The only preference I would say is my little son doesn't like, he doesn't prefer the regular almond milk. He prefers the vanilla one, which is what I buy them anyway. So he's actually started here more recently drinking the almond milk than the regular milk anyway. I would say if you're hesitant or you can't find the ones in the Dollar Tree or you don't care about purchasing one that's more than $1, I would recommend the Parmalat brand at Walmart. The shelf stable Parmalat whole milk is nice. It's creamy. I like it. I used to drink it years ago. I discovered it when I was in the Navy. I was actually prepping for years, but I stopped for a year or 2 ago and I was living off my prep. So when the pandemic happened, I had to hit the ground running. I I know that's right. I ate a turkey and dressing meal. Uh-oh, what happened? Jaden, come here. Bring me that bin that has the candy in it. No, right here. Jaden, right here. That has the candy in it, Jaden. Jaden, you don't know what has our candy in it? Yes, that one. That has the candy in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you bring that to me? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes. See, look. This heavy bin, look, you can see it's like protruding from the bottom. This is the candy. And as you see, it hasn't went nowhere. Like, I honestly feel like, why did I even buy it? Because it's not something we do very often. And now it's just sitting here in the bin. It was the meat in the can, turkey and dressing meal. Really? What the heck? The only thing we really been eating out of a can is tuna fish. So from my preps, I made the tuna helper that I got from Food Lion. We made that like quick one evening. It was like, that's the kind of stuff we make at the last minute when we all decide that we want a late dinner. Like, we don't start cooking until like 8 o'clock and we just want something fast. That's what we do for that. Number one, surgical technician, and the second one, radiology technician. Okay, cool. See, I think I remember seeing that in one of your in your haul videos before when I was catching up the first time. I think so. Yeah, Chad. That's why some of these recommendations, honey, they're a little bit much. They a little bit much. Like, I haven't even tried the canned turkey as far as the one that's like tuna fish or like the chicken breast. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm pretty sure that'll be fine. Just mainly tuna fish. Like, we went through this phase, we were just eating like tuna fish sandwiches like in the middle of the night with like an apple, some chips. So like right now I have the apples on the table from the last haul I did. So I think that's what, like 8 pounds. Yeah, about 8 pounds of apples. We finally got through all of those Premier Protein drinks that everybody was getting from Dollar Tree, the oatmeal apple cinnamon. We finally got through those, but we still have a good amount of stuff. I went shopping for the first storm last week, and this week when it snowed, I didn't have to get anything. We run out of juice and water a lot. Yeah, we have like a little arsenal of juices. Like after a while, when I would go get preps, I would just start picking up juice here and there. And that's how I kept it going. Like, I started to notice that we went through about a bottle of juice every like day and slightly into the next day. Usually we would always end up putting a new bottle of juice in like right after midnight or so. So I started buying about 10, and then that gave us a good starting point. Plus, I still have the powdered drinks that I showed you guys in the pantry haul. And of course, we have tons of regular, varieties of tea. So we're pretty good with that. I did get some water when I went to Walmart. I don't think I showed that in the haul because it's heavy and nobody wants to lift that up. But so, yeah, we have like 4 cases that's just from Walmart. But then we have some that's like up against the wall. So it's not too bad. But like my little son, he doesn't drink a lot of juice. Really, he drinks a lot of water. So it kind of balances out. Whereas the older one, he likes more milk. So, and then when I drink juice, I don't drink a full cup of juice ever. Like when my son pours juice for me, I'm always like, why did you give me that much? I hit. Nobody wants to make it facts, okay? Because ours is still sitting in there unbothered, Mama's Touch. Yes. Yep. So ours is still in there. Like at the top, hold up, let me move this. Oh my gosh. Lord. Hold on, is that okay? So like I can show you guys, hold on, a little bit of wait, the lighting is gonna change, just so you know. But so from what I showed you guys before, so this is how we're still doing. So like I said, we still have the oatmeal. That's all our like foil and stuff. We still have some rum in there, the dehydrated apples, and then the tuna helper. And then over there is like the stuffing, stuff like that. And then there's like some extra pasta up there. And then in here is like a little bit of snacks, but mainly like fruit cups and stuff. And then over there is like the rest of the like condiments and stuff. So we've been doing pretty good. Like I feel like our stuff has lasted us a long time, actually. Let's see. And then from this is what's left from what I initially showed you guys. So I think we're doing good. Like we still have a lot, I would say. Yeah. So yep, I think we're doing pretty good. You know, we're still doing good with our non-food preps as well. So I still have all my stuff there, and I just bought some more like flushable wipes and stuff. But for the most part, everything is good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we still stocked up. Like we still have a good amount. Oh, I'm sorry, that's probably loud in y'all ear, but yeah, we still have a good amount of pretty much everything. We still have a good amount of candles. I finally put some more stuff. Well, the boys vacuum sealed some more stuff for me. So yeah, we still have stuff over there, like the chia seeds, our cornmeal. Yeah. And even our little bins over here that have like the body wash, those have body wash and the shampoos. Like they're still good. They're still nice and full too. So basically, I told him, I said, you're going to be the only college kid shopping for your dorm from your house because go get you some body wash, go get you some soap. Like we're good. Hey, Leo. Uh-oh, she putting you on blast. Hey, buddy. I think my okay. Okay. Gotta charge my laptop. Let me scoot back so I ain't y'all face so I can bring my charger closer. Okay, there we go. No, I do not have it like that. It's the way I budget. Also, I go out every 4 weeks to the grocery store, and I go to 2 or 3 stores. She said she went to Sky High. I know that's right. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we doing good. What we did was we started with like our frozen vegetables, so like our broccoli and stuff like that, and corn. And then I've been buying like the asparagus fresh when I go to like Aldi, stuff like that. We've had some of the corn, some of the green beans. I haven't replaced any of the canned goods yet at all. So I don't know. I feel like we're doing good. I feel like, you know, the stuff we have is still pretty good. And then the condiments, I feel like we're still doing pretty decent. Like I said, now that I have other priorities, I feel like I'm good. I can slow down and put money elsewhere, like deposits for college and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I don't want to just be out riding around, driving and burning up gas unnecessarily. Is it bath time, Leo? My little cat. Glad I made the live. How's everybody doing today? Oh, we're good. I know I'm great. I'm feeling good and refreshed, fresh out the shower, feeling amazing. I hope you had a good day. I just showed them the stuff that I had left from my pantry. Yeah, I haven't bought meat, like regular meat, in forever. Like it's been months. Um, all we've had was like salmon. That's another reason to stockpile too, so you can use money for other things. Exactly. It's like people out here still buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. And it's like, do you? I mean, it's all good. But I just feel like if you're buying what you need and you were going consistently for a period of time, then you should be able to back off a little bit and be able to redirect your money somewhere else, but still pick up the everyday things: milk, eggs, bread, butter, all that kind of stuff, and then things you just want, need, whatever, or you buy some clothes, or I don't know, whatever you want to do, treat yourself to something. It can be addicting too. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, going out. I mean, I love finding good bargains and deals and things. So, yes, I love it, but I always shop like that anyway. So, I think for me, like I said, mine was more about interacting with y'all. It wasn't so much about that I just had to keep going because I was tired and I didn't want to keep going, to be honest. I just wanted to make sure that based off the events that I knew were upcoming in my life and my financial situation, that I stocked us up to the point that if I couldn't do it anymore, that we would be good and comfortable. Nothing like relaxing and being at peace. Absolutely, Mahogany honey. Absolutely. All about being at peace. I use my working pantry and stockpile. Yep. Right now, nobody's trying to be in the kitchen. Nobody's trying to stand up to do nothing too long. We just want to chill. Like, this is our last little bit of time together. We don't want to sit here doing all this extra right now. I have showed my stockpile, just been showing little clips and videos of it. I'm not going to show everything because mine are stocked in different areas in my place. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody's stuff lately, so I guess I got work to do. But I'm waiting for these glasses that I ordered from Walmart. They're like blue light glasses, because staring at computers and your phone and all that, it definitely takes a toll on your eyes. So I had to take a break, with all the videos and all the stuff I was watching. It was just too much. And like on what was I watching? Oh, and like Netflix, I don't know why, but I started watching these like Nollywood movies, like all the like African casted movies. Child, hilarious. And then I was watching stuff with the boys too a little bit. Like we started watching Living Single of all shows. So yeah, just spending some quality time. At least I had to put mine in a closet, so I really can't get to it. My other shows are in the open. Okay. Yeah, you got to put it in your closet. You got to put it wherever you can to make it work. Especially if you're trying to make sure that you don't have to keep going every single day to the store to keep buying stuff. I was fortunate to be able to do it when I did it, but any other day, any other year, it wouldn't look like this. It sure can. I get headaches if I stay online too long. Love Living Single. Yeah, we've been watching that. Surprisingly, my little son, he actually likes it. So we've been watching that the last couple of days. And what else are we watching? Like every now and then they'll watch like a CBS show with me, like Magnum PI or MacGyver or something like that. You know, I just feel like everybody that's doing these type of videos, our family dynamics are different. The amount of people we have to help or feed is different. Our financial situations are different. Our reasonings are different. So we just all have to do the best that we can. And I feel like I did a good job. My mama feel like I did a good job. So that's all I care about. Like, that's it. You know, I encouraged her. She continued to do some stuff. That's that. Yes, mama's touch. Like, you have to, because normally life is so busy. You just coming and going and coming and going that you don't get to do anything. At least we didn't. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys had more, time together to do stuff, but we did not. So I'm definitely trying to, maximize the most time that I have. And I can't do that if I'm always out and about at the store. I love watching y'all. It helps a lot. Well, I'm glad it helps you. And that's why I've been watching them dorm videos, because, honey, it's been helping me. Like, it's so bad. He hasn't even committed to a school yet. Honey, I have like 3 lists, okay? Like 3 lists. It's so bad. But that's why I can do that, because I'm done doing most of this. So those little random hauls y'all see, it's just little stuff we wanted to pick up. Yep. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should, put this on the list. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So he has a clothes list, he has a food list, and he has what else did I make? I don't even remember. Oh, like an appliance list, like non-food stuff. So that's what we did. You looked out for your family by stockpiling and leaving it alone to focus on your life. Life is always calling. It is, honey, calling loud and expensively. That's what it's doing. Because when we had to do that financial aid for like the college application process, I was just like, oh, soon as it opens, we on there. And we was on there real fast, had our account set up, and we was in there putting all our information in. Because, honey, I ain't got it. So I needed all of them to give all the scholarships, all the everything they could. Yeah, Mama's touch. I don't know how you doing it, girl. Multiples, child. Dude, is my hair ever gonna dry? Like, it's literally still dripping. But yeah, I feel like we're at a good place. Like, we've been burning candles. Matter of fact, I have one on the table. Hold on. So this is the one from Ollie's that I showed you guys when I did all those candles. So this is the one that we was burning recently, the blackberry jam. It actually smells really good. And on my table, we have, my little son always has like the watermelon one going. So they're pretty good. Yes. God bless you, Mom. Yeah, we're hoping that the whole process, is going to work it out. I told him, don't stress about it too much. I'm like, whatever is meant to be is what it's going to be. So we can't change that. So no point in stressing about it. You will get it. The first year is hard, but it gets easy. Yeah. I mean, we had a pretty good, person, on there. We went on ahead and got on there. We did our information. I did ask a couple of friends, like how bad was it? And they said it wasn't too bad of a process. And then it actually was good. Like, we went on ahead, we applied, and he's been applying to all these different schools. So it's actually been really good. That's what I was saying in the video. I wanted to do a video on. That's why I'm always vague when I respond to y'all about certain stuff, because I'm like, I don't want to, tell certain stuff yet. But him and I are going to do a video about like the whole college process that we've been through. Hopefully, the first year, it's just the beginning of good things to come, I know that other kids haven't had the same experience as him as far as the process. So, you know, I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I don't know where the money coming from, but I feel like the opportunity is here. So somehow, some way, the money will come. Yeah, it's like, I don't want him to worry too much. It's like, he still has to finish senior year. So it's like, I don't want him to be stressed out about that. And it's like, then he starts slacking in other stuff. So it is what it is. Yes, honey, all about the faith. Okay. All about the faith. It's so funny. He has so many Bibles from all the schools he's been to over the years. Like, so many. But, we'll do a whole video on that kind of stuff. You guys are doing amazing. Your stockpiles still look good. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, like I said, because I still go out and purchase little quick stuff. Use the financial aid wisely. Okay, Mama's Touch, come on. You got to give me some more. You got to elaborate, or you're going to have to hit me up on Instagram and we're going to have a private conversation or something. See, y'all got me in trouble now. I got to sit in here. I wouldn't even been thinking about it otherwise. Mm-hmm. So, Lisa, is your son looking to attend a school in state or out of state? Hello, how are you? I noticed for my boys going to community colleges is less expensive. Okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. They'll do community college for like 2 years and then transfer to a 4-year university afterwards. So I think for him, based off what he's trying to do, our path is going to be a little bit different, but it's a work in progress. However, I think everyone should experience going away. Yeah. I've been doing it for years. I stopped and I was living off my stockpile. So yeah, I was fine. I was fine with him going away, whether it was in state, away from, the general area or just out of the state. But again, it's all about finances. And as you know, honey, that out of state tuition hit different. And right now, when things are so uncertain, I just don't know if that's just the best option. It seems like a lot of people who planned on going away to certain schools, their experience is just not what they bargained for. And then some of them are just stuck in their dorm rooms in quarantine. So they can't do anything anyway. And for some of them to go to some of the school, like I saw this one boy, he went to NYU and he was just always stuck in the house. I mean, his dorm. And the food that they were giving them looked terrible. I told my son to stay close to home. Absolutely. Yep. You can only stockpile for so much. I mean, that's with anything in life, you're going to be as prepared as you're going to be. And even when the time comes, you never know what's going to happen. So you just do the best you can. Like life still happens. Bills still happen. So COVID don't care about bills. So I can't keep spending tons and tons of money on the same stuff like the groceries, because after a while we're not even going to want to eat it. It's like paying for 2 houses. I have to buy her food, gas, a meal plan too. Exactly. We were just looking at that in the breakdown. Yes, because one of the schools was talking about that. They were like, make sure you put aside money for extra expenses like books and this and that. And see, ironically, for us, that wasn't going to be such a big deal as far as like not thinking about it, because at his high school, it's already like that. We have certain textbooks that I have to go pay for, that I have to order for him to take to school anyway. So I feel like his school has kind of helped us really prepare for what's to come. Now it's just for God to show where the money is coming from. That's about it. Yeah, you're not. You can't be prepared for everything. Like, I wasn't prepared for them to say there was a winter weather advisory in my area and then not get no snow. Who knew? I feel like I purchased stuff based off what I knew we would eat. I purchased stuff based off if I was stuck in here and it was just the winter time and I was going to be baking or trying new recipes or trying to figure out new ways to make stuff taste different, that I would have like good amount of sauces and stuff. And like we still have 2 big bottles of olive oil that's not open, oyster sauce, just all kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel like if you do it and you do it right, then you should be good. And then if you sit there and have certain stuff that you're going to eat and then certain stuff that you're going to specifically leave, then you also be good. Because when I had to get a $200 book, I see, we haven't had to get a $200 book, but I did find, who was that website? There was a website that we had to get certain books from. Like his school has one, but what we did, I just searched around to see if I could find it cheaper. So like I found one website called Valor Books, and then I can't remember what the other one was because it's been so long since I had to do it, but just start Googling it first. Like look for type in the ISBN number or whatever for the book, and then go ahead and look and see if it's somewhere else you can get it. Because my son is in high school, and let me see. I don't know if I can find, I don't know if I can find the receipt thing. Let me see. Oh, okay. I think this is it right here. Bookstore order update. Yeah, we spent like $90, I think it was, on like books and stuff, and he's in high school. Online for 100. Yeah, facts. Yeah, like it's crazy. And my thing is, if you start early with certain situations, then it helps to prepare you. So you're just to the point now you don't even react that much. You're just like, okay, so what is it now that I have to pay for? And you just keep it pushing. Like Lisa was saying, as far as like prom and this and that, cap and gown, all that kind of stuff. Like we got lucky. So at his school, they do their class ring in junior year. So you do your first part of it in sophomore, and then you have to finish it off. And so that was done last year. So that was, easy peasy. And then we did senior photos, but I haven't ordered any yet, but he has done them. And at his school, the fees are kind of built into the tuition. So I don't have to pay anything like separate. So that's another reason why, like, I wasn't going to keep buying stuff, because I'm like, I have stuff to pay for. Like, I have tuition to pay for. I don't have, extra money just sitting around and just be buying everything all the time. And I want to be able to get some of the stuff in and out before stuff is just sitting in here collecting dust and we just forget about it. I want to keep everything as organized as possible as well, instead of keep piling stuff in here. It's like I have limited space as it is, so I can't have just stuff all over the place and we not even eating it. Well, I haven't couponed in a while. I haven't even been checking the mail. I guess because our coupons stopped coming for a while. I don't know what was going on with the mail. And then the ones I would get sometimes would be like so crappy. Inventory? Girl, no. I told you that was just for the people who asked for it. I knew that I didn't need one, because I know that I'm the only one who does this stuff, and I knew where everything was going, so there was really no need. And as you see from what I just showed y'all, what do I need it for? Like, we still have a good amount of stuff. Told you, so organization is key. Exactly. So you saw in the room, like, there's still canned goods stacked. The only thing that I say we put a dent in, or they put a dent in, was like the soup. But I mean, that's okay. Other than that, even with the cans of string beans and corn that we've eaten, it's nothing major, nothing that I couldn't go in one trip and replace and be done. And like I said, because we were eating broccoli in place of green beans, then it means most of the green beans were staying on the shelf anyway. How does he feel about leaving home? Well, so the first question I'll let him answer when we do the video, so stay tuned for that. But as far as how does he feel about leaving home, he's fine. And how do I feel? I'm great. Like, I'm fine. It's like, brace.
Oh, that's how it is?
Yep, that's how it is. Every time we talk about college, you start dancing like, oh, I'm about to leave. Hey. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
What we got over there? Hold on.
You said what I got? Oh.
Please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I told him, I said they bad influences, because I took the bin out to show them how much stuff was still in here after we bought candy and how we wasn't eating it. And then I ended up eating a piece because I'm like, oh, because now I see it. Right, no, otherwise, I wouldn't even have thought about it. Exactly, because nobody was eating them. But
How y'all doing?
Really?
Yes.
How y'all doing? How y'all
Of
doing?
course, of course.
Ciao. How was your shower?
It was great.
It was great.
That's mine.
That's awesome. Yeah, I told him, you know, I was fine with college and like I said, him going, whether he wanted out of state or in state, it was just out of state was going to be dependent upon how much money he could get. And if not, then there you go. I mean, of course, you know, when he's gone, I mean, I'll miss him or whatever a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, nah, we good. He's excited about going. And I'm thankful that he's excited. I feel like that's part of your job, you know, preparing them for the next step so that they feel good and comfortable to want to go and do their thing on their own. Plus, he was always gone anyway because he was always at school for different events or he was out of town for track meets or band competitions. So he's used to being away. Love, I need more canned goods, but I'm running out of space. She said I'm running out of space. Uh-oh. Had I had an inventory, I would have known. So basically what you're saying is you needed the Google Docs sheet. See, I sat there and typed all that stuff out. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have looked at it, but I mainly look at mine more so for the expiration date. I don't really look at it to see the quantity because I kind of know what I buy and what I don't buy. So because I kind of keep track of, like, when I see them eating certain stuff, that's kind of why. What you about to do?
Finish some work.
Well, you could tell you ain't been outside this summer. This is like the first time ever you've been this light in years. Normally you have like a tan for 3 years.
I think it finally went away.
I know you always have like a billion tan lines.
It's always painful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like super pale, and this light is helping.
Yeah, that light is
It's
really
not
nice. It's
helping.
washing you all the way out.
I lost everything.
Oh well. I'm the worst organizer. I need inspiration. I mean, like, how can I explain it? I'm like one of those people, it's like stuff is neat, but it's not. Does that make sense? Like, okay, for instance, in my room, I have a place for everything, but sometimes stuff is not, it don't make it back to the place. Does that make sense? Like, I have something for jewelry. I have a place that all my perfumes go, which for the most part, they're good and organized. I have places for all my clothes. It's my shoes that really get me because I'm short and I keep my shoes on the top of the closet. So when I come home, I don't always feel like getting the step stool to put them back in the shoebox and put the shoebox back in the exact spot. So again, like Mama's Touch with the freezer is another episode of me playing Jenga in my house, trying to get something in and out of the same spot without all the shoeboxes crashing down on my head. And you know, as a mom, nobody got time for that. Like, I done had a long day. I'm not dealing with it. So my shoes end up in the floor. It's organized for me. Others may not. Exactly. It is. You know, like my baskets I showed y'all. Like the two at the top are both body wash and soap bars, and the two at the bottom are shampoos and conditioners. And that's where everything that's not being used or that I don't want them to use that's mine, that's where everything is. Like all my candles, all the lighters are all in the same thing. The little what's that little thing? The matchbook box, like all that stuff is right there in this little spot. Like, I don't know. Like you saw, even this little bin goes in the cubby. And like I have my clothes in those, but I have them like in organizers. So I don't know. It's like it's clean but messy. It's clean adjacent. That's what we're gonna go with. Yes, for 200, Alex. Yes, that's what we're gonna go with. It's clean adjacent. Like it's neat. There's a place for everything, but places that it's supposed to be, the stuff doesn't always make it back to it. And I mean, at this point, I have other things that I'm more concerned with. So, and nobody's coming in my room, so it don't even matter to me. She said that's me. Yeah, like when I showed the non-food preps and how I had the candles, like the thumbnail of that video shows you the little cubby. It's like a 9-cube cubby, and it has like the little bins in it, which is where this one goes. But on top of it, it's kind of cluttered, but everything has a place. Like there's DVDs, there's candles in one, there's other candles in another one, there's lighters in one. So everything has a place. It's just, I don't know. I'm just over it. And at this point, some stuff I'm just ready to throw away just because I'm tired of seeing it. Like, I think we all get to that point where you're just ready to throw everything away because you're just like, I'm tired of trying to organize it because it's messing with my vibe. Like, it's, you know how they say, like, when the space is cluttered, you can't really focus the same way. Like, that's what it is. Oh, see, that's the thing. I have purged, okay? I purged in September, and I do this a lot. But in September, when my son started back to school, my younger one, there's a thrift store down the street from his school that has a drive up to it. And so I go to the drive up, and we donating stuff in bins and bins and bins. Okay, that's what we did. But still, just from bringing the preps in, that's how it feels like everything is everywhere. Because before I started prepping, I didn't know I was prepping. So even though I started getting rid of stuff, I got rid of stuff based off how life was right then and what I was okay with. But then when I started prepping, I had to find space for that after I had already got rid of certain things. So I don't know. You know, if I was in a different space, it would be good. Then I would have a whole perfect setup. Like I would have my nice big kitchen and have all my appliances out where I want them. But now they're just kind of stacked on top of each other. And some stuff I don't even use anymore because I just don't feel like hassling with taking it out and putting it back. Out of all the schools that wanted him, he chose to stay close to home. He will be an hour away so I can get to him if anything goes down. Oh, that's good. Yep, that's very good. No, hopefully he'll be able to have that full college experience and get to move in and live in the dorm and call you like my roommate feet stink, you know, all of that. I also bought some plastic Hyper Tough 32-gallon garbage bins and put my canned goods layered with cardboard in them. I have about 100 plus cans in each bin in my storage shed. Okay, cool. Yeah, girl, y'all already saw I'm not buying. I ain't buying no more canned goods right now. I mean, not like I was. I just don't even see the purpose. And it was causing my shelves. I had to put some on the floor because it was like too much weight on the shelf anyway. So I don't want any more clutter. And the way I see it, some of that stuff he'll take with him when he leaves for school. So he'll have a little stockpile in his dorm room. I hate canned goods. I think the boys want to be on their own, but not too far away. Girl, nah. My son was going the other direction. Okay, he was going that way. So I don't know. I guess everybody's different. Maybe it's based off if you have that conversation ahead of time about whether you're okay with them even entertaining the idea of going away. I don't know. But I told him I was cool if he wanted to go to Cali. Like, bye. You know, I want him to have a good experience. So wherever that has to be, there you go. You know what time it is, right? Mm-hmm. I said, you know what time it is. I do. Let me see. It depends on the person too. Exactly, it does. It absolutely does. I do too, but they are necessary if nothing else is available. Absolutely. Like that was the whole thing about the prepping. Hi Tamisha. At the end of the day, when people were talking about the kind of stuff people had in their preps, they forgot that this wasn't stuff that people were saying, oh, like, this is what I eat every day. This is what you should go buy. This is this and that. This was if there was a situation where the electricity got cut off and I still wanted to be able to have a vegetable, or there wasn't fresh vegetables in the store to buy, or I couldn't get to a store to purchase anything, that I would still have food to eat. That is the difference versus just going to buy stuff that's just not as healthy. You know, people like to be critical. That's just all that is. So plus they don't do research. Like I had somebody tell me I had one thing of mayonnaise. Like I got like a billion cans of tuna fish. Why in the world would I have one thing of mayonnaise? Make it make sense. Like if you're gonna comment something, at least make it a comment that at least, well, my thing is if you're gonna make a critical comment, make one that doesn't tell me that you haven't watched the video in its entirety or that you only looked at the thumbnail. Who out here eating dry tuna? Not me. I'm not eating dry tuna. We not just sprinkling no little lemon juice on it because we trying to watch our weight and be snatched and we post BBL. Nah, it ain't none of that over here. Okay, we eating full mayonnaise in the tuna fish with some chips on the side and something to drink and some fruit. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Like, I'm just saying, I get it, you know. The video was long, but the thing is, it wasn't a regular video. It was a pantry tour. So if you wanted to see everything I had and you haven't been there to see the hauls, then how would you think it wouldn't be long or longer than normal? Like some people didn't even see the second part because maybe they assumed from what they saw in the background, they assumed that I just stayed in that same area talking about what was in there when I left and I came out here and I showed what was out here, but they never saw that. You know, you eating that tuna straight out the can. Girl, bye. No. Mm-mm. And you know, it's funny because until this past summer when the pandemic started, the boys wasn't even eating tuna fish. Like I never really made tuna fish in the house. I never really purchased it because nobody really ate it. And then I started, like, I kept, you know, practicing with it to see like, okay, what do I want to put in here to taste good? How much more of this do I need? Okay, I only put this much this time, this much that time. You just had to play around with it. People kill me. Yeah, like they always got something to say. And the thing is, it's always the people who wouldn't say it to you in your face. It's like my whole condiment section is A1. So whatever you saw in the video, the only thing that's gone is one barbecue sauce because I just finished it yesterday. Because we don't eat it that much. And we only had 2 barbecue sauces. So I just opened the second one literally this afternoon at like 2:30. Then we still have all the relish that's still in there because we had some in the refrigerator. And besides tuna fish, I don't eat sweet relish on anything. So that's still in there because it's a big jar. Like everything is good. Like my refrigerator, the condiments is good. My regular freezer is good. My deep freezers are good. Like, it's like, don't waste your time and mine. It's just, I feel like I'm just at that point where I'm like, I don't need people to act like an adult. I need them to be an adult, okay? No relish from me either. Yeah, like, I'm not a sweet relish type of girl, but I do find that it adds a little something to the tuna fish. You know, it's like that balance of sweet and salty when you add in your other spices. So for us, like that worked. But because that's the only thing I bought it for, that's why there's still the 2 jars y'all saw. They're still on the shelf because I have one open already. And there's no reason for us to go through it that fast. I mean, maybe, I don't know, like occasionally in some deviled eggs or something. Your ketchup is turning a dark color and the expiration date is 8/21. That's interesting. Have you checked the bottles or anything? Do you think maybe it's possible that like there's a puncture in the bottle, or maybe underneath the lid that the little seal maybe is like not completely on or something? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've noticed any changes with the color of anything, but I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I mean, I had bought like a whole case from Aldi, like how they have it in the box already. I was like, I'm not even playing with y'all. So I just picked up the whole case and put it in the car and just kept going. Like I don't have time to be playing with y'all. And so like I've been in Aldi twice in like the past couple of months, which normally I was in Aldi all the time before the pandemic, because I haven't been out. Like I'm overspending my money on groceries and food. Like for what? That's why I stopped buying. I got a 3-pack from Sam's Club. Yeah, like I think at Aldi, what is it? It's like 3 rows that come in a box, I think. So it's about 9. I think you get 9 per case, I want to say. And they're like 99 cents or something like that at Aldi. So like I'm good with that. Yeah, all our stuff over there is good. Like our spices are still good. Like out of that whole bag that I showed you guys that was on the bottom of the shelf that had the canning jars and stuff, like we just went into that for like my son wanted a cayenne pepper, so he just went into that the other day. So like our spices is still good. The amount of tuna fish we have is good. I did buy 2. I think I bought 2 packs of tuna of the 4 packs from Walmart recently, but that was just because we had just had tuna. So I just wanted to replace that because it was on my mind and I happened to be walking past it. But other than that, nope. I've been going to the store, buying water, buying fruit, buying stuff we just want to snack on. Basically stuff that we're going to eat on the weekend. Pretty much is what I'm going to the store for at this point. You know, trying to make things as exciting as possible when we're sitting down watching Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Oh yeah, Living Single is on Hulu. It's not on Netflix. Yeah. I don't know if I said Netflix earlier, but it's on Hulu. And I did see wipes back in Aldi, the disinfectant wipes, but they still have a limit of 1. So that's kind of annoying. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you ready to get your hair done again? We should have did it last time since you had the 3-day weekend. I didn't even think about it. And that day you had your out of school snow day when there was no snow. I didn't even think about it.
No, I was just going to do it.
So do you want to do it again soon?
I'm okay.
Okay. Maybe we can do it this weekend. After you get out of class Friday, we can take your braids out if you want to do it that way, okay? And I think I found a faster way to do your hair. We're going to do what Mommy did. You know, the mask that I had in my hair tonight? We're going to do that. That's going to make it faster. Let's see. Most stores only letting you get 1 cleaning products. Yeah. And then a lot of the shelves are still empty. Like I went into our Walmart. So we have like what I call the hood Walmart and then the other Walmart that's decent, right? And surprisingly, the hood Walmart was stocked better than the other one. Like there was hardly no fries, there was no anything really. And I was kind of surprised when I went in there, but child, I'm just ready for this to be over. Like I keep feeling like this is one of those times when you fell asleep and you had a nightmare, you had this dream that when you woke up, you're hoping it's over, like that's the end of it, but it's like we're still here and we're still wearing masks, and that's a problem. My Family Dollar lets us get 4 each cleaning products. See, I don't go in Family Dollar that often, but I think somebody had posted a video that I saw the notification. I didn't see the video. But I think I saw a notification that somebody had went to Family Dollar recently to get some kind of deals. I do want to start stocking up on tissue paper again, only because we're getting lower. And if we're getting close to the time for him to possibly go to school, I just want to have some extra so that I can send it with him. And then we still have, what we need in the house. But we're still good. Like down here, we still have, it's like 24 rolls right here in this box. The other box is over there. And then there's still other tissue on top of there. So I do want to stock up a little bit though. Just for peace of mind. Like just for peace of mind. Like I haven't been buying paper towels either because they're kind of hard to find. And then the stuff in Aldi has been really overpriced on their like paper products. And because I haven't been couponing, then it's like, like I haven't did a Dollar General 5 off 25 in I don't know how long. Because I just felt like based off the stuff that was there, I didn't feel it was worth driving to go get it or to go search for it, since a lot of times the stuff is always sold out. That is the main thing you're going to get anyway. And I don't feel like being in the store longer. I don't feel like being in the store trying to redo my scenario because the certain razors wasn't there that I didn't care about anyway, but I needed it for my deal to work. Like, child, I don't have time for that right now. Like, I'm trying to be at peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be happy. Okay. Like Kurt Franklin said, do you want to be happy? Okay. That's what we're trying to do over here. And I can't do that if we keep doing all this random stuff. Anyone get their vax? I haven't got the vaccination, but I know people who have. Like I have a friend who's a doctor. I know she's gotten it. I know her daughter's gotten it. One of my son's elementary school friends, her dad has gotten it. One of my friends who does a lot of media, so he takes a lot of photos in DC and things like that, he's gotten it. So far, nobody has said they've had any problems. I have another friend that's a nurse. I believe her and her family got it, all her kids and her husband. So, yeah. Like me personally, I don't know that I'm going to get it because I just feel like based off what's going on in my life right now, there's really no point of me subjecting myself to that because I'm literally in the house and they're virtually learning. So no one's around anyone. Everybody's good. They went to the doctor. They got blood work done. This and that. Everyone is healthy. So I'm good. I think my mom said, I can't remember if she said it was going to be mandatory or not for her job. But for her to be able to continue to go to work at the Capitol building or her other job, like, I don't know if it's going to be where she's going to have to get it. So I don't know. That might be what pushes her to retire a little bit early. I don't know yet. I just feel like my days of getting vaccinations was supposed to be gone a long time ago. Like that was supposed to be done, some decades ago. So I don't know if I want to sit here now and start back getting vaccinations with, this whole COVID situation. I heard it was just one country. I read so many random articles on Google, but I saw it was this one article that said that some other country felt like they had came across a good vaccine because they had people who were like moderately affected, I guess, by COVID, moderate symptoms or something, and all of them were better after taking the vaccine that they created. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I think it was it in Israel? I feel like it was somewhere like that. You will miss him a lot. You just saying that it hasn't hit you yet. Oh no, I mean, I'm gonna miss them. I miss them when they're here. Like, I could have yelled at him the whole way to school, like, you should have got up earlier. Now you're gonna be late, la la la. And by the time I drive back home, I'm already like, I wonder what he's doing. Like, I'm gonna miss my child. I always miss them. But my thing is, like, based off how our life has been and the activities we do and the way his schedule has been, he's gone more so than he's here anyway. So that's why for me, I'm taking advantage of all this time that I can now that he's home, or that all three of us are home together, that we can spend time together, because I know he'll be gone. And then I'm like, I'm going to be trying to FaceTime him on my laptop. Like, what you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, I'm going to miss him. Yes. But am I okay with him going away to school? Absolutely. Yep, it's two different things for me. This is a means to an end. This is the priority. You're going to school. That's that. So whether I miss you or not, it don't matter. And depending on where he goes, then, it won't make that much of a difference. And there's always technology. I mean, I barely talk to him now when he was, before COVID, because of him being at school from 7:30 in the morning till late in the evening. So I think that kind of conditioned me for it. I don't want the vax for me or my kids. Yeah, a lot of people still have, kind of up in the air about what they want to do. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like as of right now, I don't see a reason for me personally to take it. I don't see a reason for my children to personally take it right now. I feel like if there was a reason, or based off where you work, it was mandatory and you knew you needed to keep your job, then by all means, do what you need to do. There's no judgment here. My oldest daughter is in the Air Force in Italy, and I wish she was closer. Yeah. I know one of my classmates that was in the Air Force, he was always like somewhere like Germany or whatever, somewhere just crazy, somewhere far. So I definitely understand that. I don't know. When I was at home one day, the Veterans Administration Hospital, they actually called me and asked me that I want to participate in the trial for the COVID vaccine. So I don't know. I hear you, but it's a difference when they're not at home. Trust me, you'll feel it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel it now. Like, that's the funny part is I tell them now, it's like, we're in the house all day and we ain't do nothing, or we ain't really talk, or whatever. Like, I always miss them. Like, I would go by his school because he has free periods. I would sometimes check his schedule on my phone, and if he was free for like 2 periods, like, I would go pick him up and we would have lunch or something like that. And plus, he's my little baby. Like, I always miss them. But as far as, am I okay with him leaving for the purpose of going to school? Absolutely. Like, it don't matter how much I'm gonna miss him. Like, he ain't gonna stay home because of that. Like, he got to get out. That's what I mean by that. Like, I know I'm gonna miss him, and I mean, it's like I'm already watching stuff, and I'm just like, oh, my baby's gonna be gone. But she asked, was I okay with him leaving for school? And I'm like, yes, because I want him to, do everything he needs to do, honey. We went through a lot to get him through school all these years, and all these activities, and all the sacrifices of, not being able to attend family events, and, just personal everyday stuff, which, you know, shouldn't come before your kid anyway, but you'd be lying if you didn't say that you didn't miss being able to go out or hang out with your significant other or go out on a date or things like that. But you put your, you know, you put your kids first. Prepping for a Great Depression, doomsday, things like that. I mean, I will block these people and keep my peace. And I had to block 2 people since I've been on here for 3 months with my YouTube channel. Oh, I don't even bother to block people no more for the most part. It depends on what they say, but I hear you. But see, that's what I was saying. Like, when everybody was coming online, like, it was making me feel bad because I'm like, well, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And it's just like, I wasn't trying to be negative. I was just being honest. Like, I hear you. Okay. But I don't care what you're saying. Why? I don't have to. You might not even be a real person. You're on the internet. You don't pay my bills. I already bought it. I'm not returning it. Case closed. Like, that's just how I saw it. And everybody's like, oh, well, hi, guys, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm an adult on YouTube, off of YouTube. So I'm not doing all that. People be so judgy. And half the time, half the people who got something to say, what their house look like? What are they doing with their money? How's their finances? Like, you don't know people's situations to be commenting certain stuff. Like, back then when I was prepping in the summer and I said I'm prepping because I have upcoming things, college, that was the upcoming thing. Like, there's a transition. I have responsibilities. I have certain things I have to take care of. There's a difference between choosing to take care or help certain family members versus having your children still be in your household that you're responsible for. I think that's the difference that people don't understand. What you choose to do with your money, nice deed, whatever you want to call it, great. But I don't have an option. Like, they're here, they're mine. I'm responsible for them. So I'm doing what I got to do. And because I know that there's stuff about their personal life that I haven't put out on the internet, then that's why I'm making the decisions I'm making. And as we've all noticed, based off what you see that I still have, I obviously made the right choices in how I chose to allocate the money that I ended up having as a result of my expenses changing due to COVID. The fact that I'm still able to show you as much as I did, the fact that I'm still able to go reach for what I need without having to really go to the store tells me that I did what I was supposed to do. And that's that. And so I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy when it comes to that. Like, they can say whatever they want. Natural disasters, shutdowns, loss of job, food shortages, things like that. If the world ends, honey, it's going to be what it's going to be. We are safe to be. Exactly. But that's what somebody was saying. It's like, if the world was coming to an end, at the end of the day, it don't matter if you got no generator, or it don't matter if you have certain stuff, because you about to die anyway. So do what you got to do based off where you're at. Everyone can't sit there and do everything. But guess what? If you have other people in your circle that you can work with, maybe I was the one who was able to stock up more on food. Maybe you're the one who had that camping lifestyle in your everyday life. So you have more things that might be useful as a prep. You know, we can work together in those type of situations. But if everybody just all has the same thing, like, then nobody needs nobody. Or there's still going to be certain stuff that you have that I don't have. So if I can't use it, or I don't even learn how to use the stuff that I'm buying, like, what is even the point? I'm not going to be on YouTube just throwing stuff out on here just to say that I bought something. And then it's just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there, and nobody's using it. And it's like, people who were like, oh, you know, people were coming on my channel, like, telling me, like, oh, you shouldn't be showing your stuff and this and that. How you going to tell me what I can show in my house? Like, really? Do I tell you what to show in your house? Do I tell you what to do in your house? No, I don't. So if I'm pleasant, you be pleasant. And if you don't like what I'm doing, that's great. File it and keep it to yourself. That's just how I look at it. Because what I did shows that based off my goal of taking care of them, they're taken care of. They just went to bed and neither one of them are hungry. So that is what I was trying to accomplish. Exactly, being around like-minded people. Yeah, it's like, that's all it is. Like, you can't sit here and keep telling me to go get this and go get that and go do this when you're not helping to pay for it, and I still have other things. People forget that we don't all have the same responsibilities. And even everybody that has kids, some people have kids that are in daycare, so that requires money. Some people have kids that's in public school, which doesn't require money for that, but they still need clothes and they need to eat and they have extracurriculars. And then you have kids who have tuition and they still need to eat and they got uniforms, or they have a dress code, they have certain clothes they need, they have certain extracurriculars. Everybody's situation is different, and because it's not your place to know everyone's business, then you can't be so quick to make judgments based off what people are doing, because you don't know the whole story. You know a piece of the story, and all you need to focus on is that one part. Did she say she wanted to start a pantry? Yes. Did she say she started late? Yes. Did she make good use of the money that she was able to allocate for it? I think so. Yes. It shouldn't be, did she buy what I would buy? Did she buy the amount I would buy? Did she get it from where I would get it from? That's not what it should be about. It should be, did I do what I said? Did I stay true to what I was supposed to do? I have a minor note. Okay. My son just texted me. He's a mess. They only see a few minutes of our life. Exactly, Mama's Touch. Only you see this. I mean, I would show more if I had the ability, as far as like, you know, vlogging and editing and yada yada, but that's just not, I'm not there. Like, I have other stuff that I want to do with my time, and I don't want to sit there trying to pay for editing software and doing other stuff and putting clips together when realistically I know it's somebody out here that's going to watch 30 seconds and then tell me what I don't have, what I should have did different, when if they had to watch the whole video, they would have saw that I did. So I'm not going to waste my time and do that. My whole thing is, I like to be real with y'all, and I hope that it comes across that who is recording the video is who you see in the lives, and they are the same person, and that every time you leave a comment on my channel and you get a response back almost instantly, most of the time, unless I'm out or driving, that's me. I'm the same person responding to your comments. So regardless of, even if I come off a certain way during the live, it don't matter, because that's still who I am. I'm still the person responding to all the comments. It's like, you know, people, nice is relative. Like, what's nice to you might not be nice to someone else, and vice versa. Like, I don't know. My child is texting me about his hair. And my cat is over there snoring. My child is texting me about doing his hair. He's like, oh, I don't have school on Friday. Can you do my hair on Thursday? Would you say, Mama Touch, everyone's prepping is different? Truth be told, I like the small prepping because it's more realistic and it's no pressure. Yeah. Pretty much. I feel like mine, it was because I was buying, like when you go to Walmart, right? The canned goods are stacked up. And in my store, usually they're still with the cardboard tray under it. So it was easy for me to stock up with my preps because all I did was lift up a tray of 12 cans, put it in my cart. And every time I went, I would get 2 trays of string beans, regular, 2 strings of French style, and 2 things of corn if they had it. When I first started prepping, they didn't even have corn a lot. So that's why I always had more string beans. Plus, you have to remember, I have 2 varieties of string beans where most people just buy 1. So I was already going to have more anyway. wanting you to be careful if stuff hit the fan. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Hello, from. But I think the problem, well, first of all, hi, Net from Hawaii. You have snow on on your mountainsides. Oh, that probably looks beautiful. So Cigar, the point is, it's not about why people are saying it, it's how they're saying it. That's the problem. These people are literally going to people's comment section, telling them what they should and shouldn't be doing. And it's like, people are adults. It's how you say stuff to people. It's just like when people comment to me, I don't respond back to them being rude or whatever. Even if their comment rubs me the wrong way, I stop first and like I regroup. I think about what I want to say and how I want to say it, and then I respond. Okay. There's no need to be rude to people. You can say what you need to say in a way that's helpful and that it expresses that you're trying to be helpful versus saying you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that and da 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 da. That's not how people receive stuff. I look at the videos knowing that it is capable and I don't get overwhelmed. Exactly. It lets you know that you can do it little by little by little. Oh my gosh. Well, I get it. I was getting it before. You know, people were having stuff to say, but it's always going to be somebody criticizing. The way I saw it was, if you got so much to say, I must be doing something good because you keep coming. You keep popping over here. It's so many channels on YouTube, whether they have to do with prepping or not. So it's no reason that my tiny channel has to continue to be in your subscription list, you know? Anyone exercising? Girl, we exercising in our mind because it's the thought that counts, okay? No, I had planned on doing it for January and I started and then I kind of stopped. It's kind of hard for me to do it because of the space, and usually I have the boys doing like virtual learning out in this area, which is typically where I would work out. So depending on the fact that my schedule is so jacked up, I usually stay up late and then they're out here for school, and then at night, then I'm just over it. By then I don't necessarily feel like it. But I'm gonna type in hold up. I'm gonna put it in the comment section if you guys are looking for like a channel to help you with working out in your house. So that channel right there, they do like HIIT workouts. They have low impact. They have routines that have no jumping. So if you have problems like with your knees or your back or whatever, I would recommend them a lot. I use them for like HIIT workouts all the time, and it'll get you right. And there's some videos where it's just like the girl doing it. There's some where the guy's doing it, and then there's some where they're both doing it together. Dancing for about an hour. Love dancing. Yes, me too, Mahogany. Like I miss going salsa dancing. I know a lot of people who have got the vaccine. Me and my family have not. We are going to wait until our job says it's a requirement, and then we will figure it out. Yeah, absolutely. If you watching to see what I'm prepping to come from my stockpile, then you obviously don't know about me or my hood. I mean, I'm just saying. And see, here's the thing. I feel like if you really wanted to target somebody for their food, even before the pandemic, all you had to do was target people that you saw had big families. Anybody with 5 kids minimum was going to have a decent amount of food in their house, as long as, you know, they were in a good, you know, pretty decent situation. Like they weren't somewhere living in like a low income area or whatever. So it's like you could target anybody. I don't respond quite as humble as you. They are just she said I don't respond quite as humble as you. I mean, I try because I understand that also when you send stuff through messages, sometimes things can be misconstrued, and how somebody said something in the way you took it might not be how they meant for it. So I try to first respond, you know, being Switzerland, I'm neutral. It's just if you keep responding a certain way or you say certain things, then it's like, okay, well, if you're being combative, like you're gonna have to do that on your own because I ain't arguing with you. We ain't dating. I don't know you. Like it's not about to happen. I agree. I think sometimes people don't know how to suggest and it comes across wrong. I've been prepping for like 20 years. Around here, ammo can't be found. And I laughed that they waited too long. Yeah, I heard that a lot of people have bought a lot of ammo and a lot of guns. A lot more people are getting their qualifications for being able to shoot as well. They are just jealous. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Annette, jealous of what? What do you need to be jealous of? Like, we supposed to all be doing the same thing, which is taking care of our family. And it's like, we should all be uplifting, not finding petty reason. Like, this is not high school. And no offense, but even in high school, I didn't act like that. I just don't see the need. It's unnecessary to me. I found out she lost in translation. My neighbors know me as the crazy vet, and I'm fine with it because it keeps people away. Exactly. Yes, that is true. People are crazy on here. Some of them, anyway. Someone was telling another YouTuber she keeps showing her prep. She is going to get like. The thing is, they make it seem like people are showing like their whole house, their address. You don't even know where people are at. Like, it's not that hard to find somebody if they live like in a single family home, I guess. Like, I guess you could do, what's that thing they used to have? Like Google Images or something. I don't know. But who's showing that? People are only showing the inside. And I mean, I live in an apartment. So, like I said, if you can find me, I give you some cereal. Like, but my thing is, how many people did you have to pass to come to me? So you could have collected all that food between then and now. So I don't know. It's like the reality is people always had food in their house. Like everybody had food in their house. So it's nothing new. It don't matter how much you have or how little. If stuff was to hit the fan, people are going to go in every location to get what they can get. It's just like when you look in a movie. They didn't only go to certain houses. They didn't travel to rich neighborhoods thinking they were going to have the most food. They went every house in every neighborhood. She said, run me that cereal. Girl, you know we got cereal over here, okay? You know we got cereal. Don't be forced to take anything. I don't trust in myself personally. But hey, do what you have to do, but educate yourself first. Yeah, but see, that should be with everything. You know, that should be with anything you do. Educate yourself first, you know? Ooh, I love this. I keep getting notifications that some of my orders have shipped. Give me that tuna. Girl, you know we got that tuna. We got that tuna. We coming to your house, okay? I haven't been watching YouTube, but the notifications still pop up and I see your thumbnails and they always making me hungry. I'm gonna have to work out just from your thumbnails. I'm like, I can't even watch it because I'm like, I'm sitting in the house trying to figure out what I want to eat. And then here you go popping up prime rib notifications. I'm like, really? Ain't no prime rib over here. Oh, thank you. That's why I'm trying to do that hygiene stuff for y'all. The little stuff that I use. Like, oh, my shower was so good. Oh, it felt so amazing. You gotta learn those little minor tricks when you go in and out the shower when you're doing certain stuff. It makes all the difference putting stuff on while your skin is still wet before you get out the shower. She said I gotta cook this food I haul. I know that's right. if you don't garden, you should do a few things also. I'm trying to get my brother-in-law to put some containers on his apartment patio. Yeah, some people do put stuff on their apartment patio. The thing is, it depends on where you live. You know, some apartments they wouldn't allow that. So that's the only downfall to that. Just curious, what made you go in the Navy? Also, what was your experience? Ah, booty. Well, I went in the Navy by accident. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it as fast as possible. So basically, when I was a senior in high school, where I live, I took what's called AP English, right? Advanced Placement English. So, you know, like the highest, I guess, English you can take in high school or something like that. Why? I don't know. But anyway, so I was taking it. I was tired of reading the book. I was annoyed. Our teacher was like, yeah, she was on one. So one day in between classes, they said, hey, you can go to the library and take this particular test, the ASVAB, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I didn't really care about going in the military, but it got me an excused absence from class. So I went, got my number 2 pencil, said to my teacher, hey, I'm going to the library, which means I was excused from class. Boom, I went and took the test in the library, and then the recruiter started calling me. And that's that. That's how I ended up in the Navy. I figured, why not? I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go for school, or if, you know, my parents would even be able to pay for it. And I just didn't want to be one of those people that my parent was like, well, you got to major in this because I'm paying for it, or you got to go here because I'm doing this, and that. So I just decided to go after the fact. You know, I mean, I took the test and I guess I didn't suck at it. So that was that. And my experience, I mean, I had good experiences. I had bad experiences. I had great experiences. Like, I still have plenty of my friends that I was stationed with. They're all on my personal Facebook. One of my friends, he came down from Jersey to visit me a couple years ago. So yeah, my experience was interesting. It kind of depends when you're a female in the military. Like, it kind of depends on, unfortunately, it kind of depends on how you look, what your experience could be like. But I had a lot of really great memories. I did have some like injuries and different stuff that happened while I was in. So it kind of made my boot camp and my transition from boot camp to my school different. It kind of delayed it. And then other than that, like, I had a program I participated in where military personnel got to go to local families' houses for like Thanksgiving. So like, I'll never forget that. The family was really nice. So I mean, I enjoyed it overall. Like, I really liked it, but there was some challenges, you know, that I had to overcome being in there and being a female. But at the same time, there were times that being a female, and one that was appealing to people who were higher up than me, also benefited me. So, you know, that was kind of my situation. How does that gardening work in cold states on the patio? They do have that new thing that you can do too. They have, like, I think, didn't Alaska Prepper show it? Like, it's called like the Aero Garden, where you can have it inside your house. I always had an emergency kit put together, but when the pandemic came around, I started stocking up more. My son has hydroponic. Hydroponic veggies on shelves in his apartment. Still have lots growing. Mama such moved from that cold. You can do a small greenhouse on the patio. I live in the dirty South. It snows every 10 years. He said every 10 years. See, that was just rude. Okay. Every 10 years. Wow. I don't think Mama's touch is leaving where she at. I don't really hear a lot of, you know, people from where she's from moving all the time to, you know, random places. Maybe people move there, but not really from. My daughter has told me she also has had a good and bad experience in the Air Force being a woman. Yeah, I mean, it's just like anywhere. If people find you attractive, it can be a good thing. But if they find you attractive, it could be a bad thing. It can make it hard for you to, be in there when it's a lot of men, that's around. It's a lot of men that are in charge or have higher positions than you. And then there's the whole fraternizing thing, trying to understand like the dating hierarchy of who you can date, who you can't date. And child, man, if only y'all could go into my memories and see all the stuff that I went through. Good and bad. Mm-hmm. And then plus every branch is different as well. So that could also be it. She said, nah, I'm good. The dirty South too slow for me. See, I knew that was coming. Yeah, because I saw this girl said she lived in DC, but she got into a college somewhere in North Carolina, but she was like, it's too slow there for me. She said, I don't know realistically if I could stay there for 4 years. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's benefits, to being down there. Like, I like the fact that a lot of schools down south do like the dual enrollment for high school students where they can, have their high school diploma and like an associate's degree basically when they graduate, whereas they don't tend to do a lot of stuff like that up here. I don't know. Thank you so much. My grandson is in the Army station in North Carolina. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, a lot of people are stationed in North Carolina or South Carolina, depending on what branch they're in. One of my friends just retired from my high school that was in the Air Force, and he's down in, I think he's in South Carolina. Like, he was in North Carolina, and then he moved. I think then he moved to South Carolina because he's always like, oh, like you should move down here. And I'm like, but should I though? Like, I don't know about that. I'm still friends with guys I served with 30 years ago. When people ask me about the Navy, I'm always like, I joined the Navy, but as a corpsman, I was in the Marines. Okay. From New Jersey, lived in Georgia for a few years. And oh my, was used to a faster pace. Yeah. She said parsley and green peppers. He said you're gonna have to pay him in food. Hold up, we gotta move. Ugh. Oh, I'm about to knock my lamp over. Oh my gosh. And let me turn on this other light. Because your girl is getting hungry. Well, I didn't even put my stuff up, but yeah, so this is what I had earlier. And then this is what I had that I mixed it in with. And then I just had this bottle that I filled up with apple cider vinegar. So we're doing pretty good still. This is like our everyday. So you see they still have like their bin that just has like cereal in it. And then like this bin right here, it has like their granola, like stuff like this. Maca powder, flaxseed, more maca powder, ashwagandha. Like, I'm making it messy, but that's kind of what we have right there. And then like down here, it's just like the basic stuff we use, like the baking soda, rice that we use on a daily basis. And like my tea cabinet is still doing well. So we still have a good amount of all of that kind of stuff. So that's doing pretty good. I actually just ordered some new tea, but and then my regular cabinet, all three levels are good. So yeah. So pretty much it's just like bagels. That's like the stuff I just went to the store for, like bagels, bread, stuff like that. But I don't even know if I filmed that, to be honest. The freezer looking like Jenga, so yeah, that's what the freezer is looking like right now. And yeah, and then like our freezer is doing pretty well. As you see, like it's full. It's full to the top. So yeah, doing pretty good. And my other freezer is the same. It has no room for anything. So that's why, if you notice, we always have like this stuff on top, because we really don't open that one very often because we don't have a need to, and we kind of eat out of the main freezer now. You said, love that healing clay, is the best. Yes, I was surprised. I actually saw it in Walmart. I've never purchased it from Walmart. I've always gotten it from like TJ Maxx or Marshall. So I didn't even know they had it. But they also have another brand in like a brown container that you can get. And so I do have this little list here that I kept on my freezer, and it was kind of like, even though it was certain stuff that was in the deep freezer, what I did was stuff that said D that was in red meant it was in, you know, a particular deep freezer, and then the other stuff was in the other deep freezer. And then as I used some, I would cross it out and put like how much I had left. But that was about it. Hey buddy, what's going on? What do you want? You said one day I plan on moving to the South, but not now. Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't know. Okay, like I don't know about that. Here. And then let's see. You have moringa powder. I grow the tree in my yard. I eat the leaves from it. Yeah, I have moringa powder. I have moringa tea. I have moringa hair products. So yeah. You hungry? Yeah. So that's kind of, you know, what I have going on right there. My fridge is kind of empty because we don't really keep much. I don't know. They kind of just like eat this yogurt all the time, like this Greek Gods. This is like the favorite yogurt. So that's kind of pretty much it. Other than like our 60 count packs of eggs and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, it's just basic stuff. Our cereal, the stuff that I put in my second pantry tour, like the so surprisingly, it's actually gotten, let me turn on another light, but it's actually gotten pretty good. So that's how we're doing right now as far as our cereal and our like pancake mix and all that kind of stuff. So we're still doing good. We still have our water down in the bottom, and we still have milk. Oh, I turned it off the wrong way. Still have milk, and so that if I put this here, maybe that'll work. So like under here, so this is how we're still doing. And it goes, you know, down further, but so we still have I would say we still have a good amount of stuff. You know, I have water that I'm tripping over. But yeah. Like I think we're doing pretty well. Our body products. Oh, this thing is heavy. So this thing is pretty full. And all I did was I taped these to make sure in case they had to get put somewhere else that they didn't spill everywhere. And then same thing with that bin. And then our shampoo and conditioner. And then we have a few things over there that no one has used, which is why it's super dusty because they vacuum and don't dust. But yeah, that's how our stuff is going so far. I think I'm going to make me something in my air fryer. But yeah. So lately we've been getting these from Walmart, the little chicken nuggets that are the tempura style. And we just like put those in the air fryer. And then when we want something quick, you know, just like a couple fries or something. We have like some English muffins in the freezer, plenty of butter for like baking, which I haven't done a lot of baking this winter, which is unusual for me. Like I usually make all this banana bread and cakes and all that, but we just haven't wanted to eat it. Like, I don't know. So I just haven't made it. So we have breakfast sausage, hot dogs that I just bought. And yeah, that's about it. You all done, buddy? You going back in the room? Or you going to the bathroom? Okay. I guess he was hungry too. Where's my air fryer? So, yeah. So does anybody have any more questions, comments, concerns? I really enjoyed my steak too in that air fryer. It was really good. The only thing I would change is because of what I was doing, I didn't get to flip it. But other than that, it was good. I have different bins with the same things because you have to prep those things so you won't have to buy them when they are not available. Yep, pretty much. And like all of this kind of stuff, like I just get it from TJ Maxx and places like that. Oh, and then I also have like my big thing of like pecans because I planned on. And then we still have a few of these left. The protein packs. These are the ones that are in the dissolvable packs. So it comes with 18, and you can get them at Ollie's, you can get them at Big Lots, and you can get them at Walmart. And it comes already pre-portioned for you, so you can just drop it in and shake it and go. So yeah, that was my whole thing. I don't want to have to be in the store all the time because the whole point of me having the boys home for virtual learning is so that everyone is, you know, not out all the time and that we're protected. So it's like it kind of defeats the point if I'm gonna still sit there and keep being out all the time at the store. I'm trying to position this so okay, there we go. I'm trying to get y'all up a little bit. I was just about to ask you where you got the moringa powder from, but you read my mind. Yeah, I told you because that kind of stuff can be very pricey. So you have to search around for different stuff. Like even some of my body wash, I got that from TJ Maxx and Marshall too because Shea Moisture is very expensive. I agree. You don't have to go out too much. Exactly. Like I don't. Like I have this device in my car, so I know like where I've driven, how I've driven, if somebody's bothered my car and stuff. So it goes off on my phone. And literally, I hadn't driven my car in 2 weeks. Like, if I don't have a reason to go out, I don't go out. And I'm not going to say sometimes I'm not tempted to just go for a drive because I'm bored or something, but I had to drive so much when school was actually in person that I quickly get over that and just sit my tail down and watch some Netflix. So this is our usual 4-pound bag that is now gone. And we're doing pretty good with trash bags too. So this has 120, and we have 2 boxes of these that's not open and 1 box that's only half used. This is something I'll have to replace eventually, but it's not like something I'm majorly concerned with because the only thing I eat it with is this. So, and if I have like the little cocktail meatballs, I do put it on that. But I don't think I ever showed y'all those, but you can go to Giant if you have one, and they have the really big bag. It's like 120 meatballs in a bag, and I made those for like New Year's. Oh, and if you're wondering, I got my air fryer from Aldi. Here, I can show it to you real quick before I plug it up. So that's just what it looks like. The boys use it like every day. Okay. So, yep. Oh, I think oh, yeah, and then he has like more granola in the bin, and then this cacao powder. And then in this one, I just keep the stuff for them, which is why he jumps up on the deep freezer, because he knows everything is right there for him. So we've created a little monster, a little snacky monster. But yeah, and then up there we still have the same, I would say around the same amount of stuff that we had when I showed you, because the cabinet goes back and over and all that. So yeah. I agree. Let's see. You don't want to expose yourself. I was working the job in March where I was exposed to COVID, and I was sick for 8 weeks. Thank God I recovered. So this is why I prep, so I don't expose myself. Yeah, exactly. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hold on. You need to go back in. Are you going? Are you going in? Little cat. Make up your mind. All right, well, I'm gonna leave this crack so he can get in. Hold on, you guys. I need to go back in my room for a second. I'm sorry it's dark. Oh, but I guess while I have up here, like I was saying, like it's neat, but it's a mess. So like I have like all of my fragrance stuff here, and it goes all the way back. And then this bin also has fragrance stuff in it as well. So yeah. Okay. And we're back. All right. So that kind of stuff. I bought all of that and like the chia seed. Oh, and there's one more in the kitchen as well. I use that kind of stuff for when I make the boys overnight oats, just to add different flavors. So initially, while I had a few mason jars, I would use this size to make overnight oats for my younger son, because about 3/4 a cup of oatmeal is what works for him. And then like in the bigger one, I would do it for my older son, because I would do like a cup. And then once you add in the berries and everything, it would take up a lot of room. But let's see. So like right here, this right here, because it's so finely ground, like this is what I would put in their overnight oats and like cinnamon and just all kind of stuff. And like even my seasonings are still like, we're still good. So yeah. So I stocked up on all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what that's for. Oh, and then up here I also have the organic coconut sugar. I have agave syrup. I have the stevia, that's up here in the bag. And then the cornstarch I use, whether I'm thickening something in a recipe or if I want to make like a tempura kind of style shrimp or something, I do that. And then I still have, like I said, all my teas, my hot chocolates, my like coffees that's there. And then back there I still have like my powdered sugar. And then yes, all the rest of all the little baking supplies. So I'm doing pretty good. I just opened a bag of brown sugar recently. Whenever I made that community post that had the salmon in it, that was when I opened the brown sugar bag for the first time in forever. Oh, you making a mess, buddy. What are you doing? You being nosy? So yep, that's what I use that kind of stuff for. Oh, also, if you want to make your brownies from scratch, you can do that as well. Versus using like the pre-made brownie mix, you can put in the cocoa powder and stuff like that. Add extra chocolate flavoring to stuff. The only reason I ask is because the last 10 or 15 years, all these allegations have been coming out of women being raped, and you had a lot of them come out last year. Oh, yeah, I know. I think I had a classmate who had a situation when she was in the military, but I don't know, any details to speak even vaguely on it. I don't really know, but I didn't have any problems like that. Thankful the Lord for that. But yeah, mine were more so just me trying to get done certain stuff that I needed to get done because of the fact that I got injured and it took more time for me to get out, and having people in that were, they had been in for a long time and they were just there doing their job. And at that point, they didn't really care what was going on with the individual person. But yeah, I didn't have any situations like that. If anything, I got special treatment in some cases, and in some cases, because of my appearance, I ended up having to do extra work because the people would specifically request me to come back for like a certain duty. So it was like stuff like that. Like if I had did a certain time frame of something, met my time that I was supposed to do, and then all of a sudden the person who came after me, something happened, they had to take emergency leave. Instead of them going to another person, they requested for me to come back. And basically what I was told later on was it was more so about who they wanted to visually see up in there. So that was my only kind of issues. And then just the normal stuff with people, just being petty. But, you're still young then when you go in the military. So it's to be expected, I guess, in hindsight. But it's kind of annoying when you're in there. I was going to the Air Force, but I changed my mind at the last minute. Yeah, my dad went in the Air Force. Like I said, I went in the Navy. One of my brothers, he went in the Navy. Um, once I decided to go, and I told my dad, he was like, "Good, take your brother with you." So that's what I did. And I have other family members that were in the military. Like my grandfather, who passed away last year, he was a Korean War veteran in the Army. One of my dad's sisters was also in the military. So yeah, we have a lot of military in our family, but different branches. I don't think we had any Marines though. I think we just had Air Force, Army, and Navy, I believe. But I liked it. It gave me a chance to meet different people from places I might not ever make it to see in person, places I might not ever even thought of. Like I had a coworker, he was Samoan. I had a coworker who was well, not a coworker, but somebody I met while I was in who was Brazilian. I don't know. It was really good to me. I mean, I had challenges, but I don't really focus on those. The stuff that I focus on, the positive stuff and the people I met, it made the whole thing worth it. I guess that's just the best way to say it. So that's why I still, am in communication with a lot of them. Thanks, that's the one good thing about social media, if nothing else, that when you're in the military, it allows you to be able to kind of find each other after you get sent to so many different places. Leo, stop. Why are you messing with the water bowl? Hold on, I gotta go back to my air fryer. Okay, there we go. Ouch. When are you gonna do a skincare video? Me? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, once I get the rest of the stuff that I ordered, I plan on showing you guys the stuff that I purchased. But I mean, I don't really have a regimen kind of thing, really. I mean, I guess you do, but you don't. Like, it's not like when you look on YouTube and see skincare regimens and they got this and the peptides and the drippy things and serums and all. Like, I don't have all of that. Like, I don't do all of that. Like, I just wash my face, and I do use witch hazel like as a toner, but I didn't always do that. That's something I found out about recently. So there's that. And then I don't have one consistent moisturizer, but I do have one. The one that's from Aldi, it's like a green container, and then it has a green top for the daytime and it has a blue for the nighttime. And then I have a Yes to Carrots. I feel like it depends on the time of year what is best to use or what's not good to use. I don't know. I don't feel that I found exactly what I want to use or what I would consider being a regimen just yet, but I can show what I have. So like I said, all of my stuff is supposed to be delivered to me by the 15th. So once I get everything, I'll at least do a haul of the stuff that I wanted to show you guys. And then if you just want to see what I actually am using now, I mean, I'll show that in the video as a clip, just for you specifically. I mean, it's not even about keeping it simple. It's just, I guess as a teen, like I wasn't like acne prone or pimple prone. So I never really focused on like skincare. Like I washed up, I put on lotion. That was the extent of everything that I did growing up when I grew up. Hey, stop. So that was what I'm sorry, I'm probably yelling in y'all ear. My cat keeps hitting the water bowl. But yeah. That's pretty much it. But for the most part, yeah. That's about it for as far as skincare. But I mean, like I said, I can include it in the clip if you want to see it. So I'll put it at the end. And Mama's Touch, it was good to see you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get ready to go too because I'm gonna eat, and I know y'all don't want to watch me eat. And my air fryer just went off, so I was gonna wrap it up as well. But Mahogany, I can definitely do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, I appreciate you guys for coming on and watching and hanging out with me and all that good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it, to some extent. It's only been 2 hours and 49. We did good. We got off here pretty early compared to what we used to do. Hopefully we can have another live where, we can get everyone back that used to always come on. But I enjoyed those of y'all that was here. So I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out. And at the end of the day, whenever you guys want to do a live, I mean, all you have to do is just leave it. Like, you can leave it at the end of your comments, or you can say, hey, like, can we do a live soon or anything? Like, I don't mind doing them. I just don't want to overwhelm y'all with them. So I'm game to do it, and I'm always in here. So can you recommend me some good tea? I've been drinking green tea and regular tea for years. Trying to step outside the box a little bit. I guess it would depend on your flavor profile, like what kind of stuff you like as far as fruity and things like that, or if you wanted a tea for a certain type of, reason, if you wanted it to be something that could help with like a sore throat or some type of other herbal remedy, that kind of thing. But before I go, I can show you really quickly some of the flavors that I have, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So I showed this in the haul. This is good for like strep throat and different things, but it's also a good like detox. It kind of has a coffee flavor to me, if you ask. I'm not a big ginger fan, but I did buy this one just because it had dandelion in it. So like if you like ginger, there's that. This is like all moringa teas right here. So I have moringa, honey, and vanilla. What's this one? I have moringa with strawberry, moringa with mango, and this one is moringa with lemon. And here, my favorite one that I like out of here is this organic brand. It's the hibiscus berry. So I like this one a lot, but I do like hibiscus anyway, but this one is really good. This one is decent. It's not nasty or anything. It's just not as good as the other one. I have this one. Like I said, if you're looking for something for a certain purpose. I have this honey lavender. So those are all the ones for there. And actually, the Rooibos tea is actually good for allergies if you're someone who suffers with that. And this one is raspberry hibiscus. I got this from Aldi. And then in this one, I mainly keep more of like the ones that I don't drink just for like social purposes. They're just kind of here. But this one is a maca and ashwagandha tea. So like the powders I showed you before. This one is called Throat Coat by Traditional Medicinals. So it's really good like if you have a sore throat, to try to help with that. This one is Echinacea Plus. So, to help with like your immunity and stuff like that. This one is green tea, but it's orange, passion fruit, and jasmine. This one is an energizing tea. It's passion fruit and mango. And then this is just a red Rooibos tea by itself without anything else. So that's kind of what I have. I just ordered a tea when I was ordering my hygiene products. It's the Celestial Seasons Lemon Zinger. That one's really good. I've been drinking that since I was a little kid. My mom used to buy it all the time. So I would definitely recommend that if you were looking for something fruity. And the moringa teas, you can pretty much get them anywhere, but I got mine specifically at TJ Maxx. And yeah, chamomile, of course, is always a good staple tea to have. This is just a green tea with lemon and ginseng. This is kind of stuff that like some of my kids like. So sugar, plum, spice. This one is berry and hibiscus. And then I just have like some black tea. Yeah, I just have like some black tea back there. And then this one is hibiscus, orange peel, ginseng, rosehip, apple, and linden. So that's what that one is. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what I have. You know, some stuff just to drink because I like it. Some stuff because it serves a purpose. Also, if you were talking about for natural hair, you can always use some of those tea bags since the herbs are in the bag and steep it to do like a spray rinse on your hair. If you're looking for the, you know, the beneficial properties versus trying to buy the big bags of, you know, herbs and stuff that will come like this, which certain hair products like slippery elm, marshmallow root, stuff like that, it might not be as affordable as you would like it. So that's another alternative to what you can do for that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go stuff my face and watch some YouTube. So I don't know if I have a video scheduled for you guys yet, if I uploaded one or not, but either way, you guys will see me again soon, even if it's just in a live or if it's in a different type of sit down video. So until then, I hope all y'all are safe, stay warm wherever you are, and stay cool down south, all that good stuff. And you know, make sure your notifications are on so y'all know when I go live again. But I'll try to do another poll and see how that works. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night and a good rest of the week. And until then, be blessed. Bye, y'all.